Can I just ask? I mean, obviously, how tough is it for you having to sit in the stands and nights like last night and not be part of those Europa League squads? I mean, you must be desperate to be involved in those kind of occasions.
Yeah, it's tough on one hand. Then I suppose on the other hand, it's sort of like it gives me an opportunity to sort of like have that day off my legs and sort of like prepare for the games on the weekend, which is obviously important. But of course, I mean, over the years, even my time at Tottenham in the Champions League and the Europa League, I always loved it. Scored a lot of goals. I remember all these moments and stuff. And of course, when you sort of like get to the sort of like the back end of your career, you want to have those moments again. You want to play in the Europa League because you're playing against, the best teams in Europe. You're playing against top defenders and you're still testing yourself on that. So of course, it's not easy watching it, but at the same time, I still have great memories of playing in the Europa League for many years.
Ali Defoe, please.
Morning, Jermain.
Morning.
You're heading to Falkirk on Sunday, artificial pitch. How difficult or challenging is that in your position?
I think you just have to approach it like any other game. To be honest, I don't think it's sort of like obviously it's going to be something different. Artificial pitch somewhere that I've never been before. I heard that's really cold there as well. So I'll have the thermals. I'm looking forward to it. It's another game, a game that we want to go there and win, and just keep the standards high, and to continue what we've been doing. And like I mentioned before, just approach it like any other game, and go there and try and win the game. That's all we can do.
David Edgar, please.
Jermain, you've looked really sharp in your last two starts. How happy are you with your own form so far this season?
To be honest, I feel really sharp. Still feel like I'm probably playing at that 70% because you still need a run of games to get that match fitness. But in terms of like small areas and stuff like that, I feel really sharp. The Livingston game, I felt really sharp. I felt fresh, felt strong. And that's probably because of the work that I've done, off the pitch in the gym, and obviously not being in the Europa League squad. On a Wednesday, I train hard. I'll stay behind. I'll do running, and then I'll do like a big session in the gym because I know I've got the day off the next day. So I sort of like peak going into the weekend, which has really helped me. So it's just run of games really to really get up to that sort of level that I want to be at. Maybe from the outside looking in. Probably look like I'm at that level, but I still feel like I've still got a little bit to go to get to that sort of like razor sharpness where I'd want to be.
Andrew McLean, please.
Hi, Jermain. Obviously, the club will want to be successful on all fronts this season. Just how important do you think the Betfred Cup could be in terms of keeping that momentum going, but also the fact that it is the first trophy available this season as well? Just can that really sort of spark some success if you're able to go all the way in this competition?
I think so, yeah. I think it's important, especially when you're playing for a club like this. You have to compete in every competition. You have to believe that you can win in every competition, whether that's the Cup, obviously domestically, Europa League, which we're competing well in. So, yeah, you have to believe that you can compete in every competition. And like you said, it's the first trophy, and we're going to certainly go and try and win that. So, yeah.
Greg Vickers, please.
Hi, Jermain. Do you notice a sort of added determination among the players going into this Betfred Cup campaign, considering how painful the defeat in the final was last year?
Yeah, of course. It was horrible, to be honest. Probably an understatement after the game. Sitting there, being so close, and not sort of like coming away with a win and the first trophy in the dressing room. So of course you look at that and you don't really want to have that feeling again. But saying that, it's still a long way to go. We have to win the game on the weekend and see what happens after that. But like I said before, we want to try and compete in every competition because we're playing for Rangers and that's what we want to do. The demands of playing for this football club, everyone understands. The squad's really strong. You can see in different games there's different personnel. Players that are coming in and producing. To be honest, credit to all the boys. Everyone realises how important this season is, in every competition, and hopefully that can continue.
Luke Shanley, please.
Given that then, Jermain, how do you assess the difference in terms of mentality this season now on an unbeaten run compared to when you joined the club now? Is it much stronger?
I think the squad's obviously stronger. I mean, you can sort of like, if you look in every position, even before when you sort of like, you got players that are maybe not 100% fit. Maybe before when I first came, you sort of like take risk and play those players, but I think now when, if someone's got like a little niggle or something, you don't have to take any risk because there's players that can come in and put in those same performances that we need, because the squad's so strong. And I think the mentality is, at the minute, the mentality from every player is where it needs to be. I think everyone knows that, every game you play, not just in the games, in training. I think the training session, because I think that for me, that's where it starts. Training's been really sharp over the last few weeks. Everyone's been on it in training, everyone's doing the extras in the gym and just ticking every box really. And I think that shows in our performances.
And finally, Robin.
Hi Jermain, you've obviously reaping the benefits of looking after yourself throughout your career. I just wondered how many more seasons do you think you can still play, and do you think, would you like another crack at Rangers next season?
I don't know, I've always just listened to my body, to be honest. I think it's important to listen to your body, and also be honest, especially be around people that's going to be honest with you. I've got a good relationship with the manager, and I sat down and spoke to the manager about obviously the Europa League squad and having that sort of like day off my legs so that he can get the best Jermain Defoe on the weekend, and I'm fresh and I'm sharp. And to be honest, I feel like I mentioned before, the 2 games that I've started, I feel really sharp. I don't feel like I've had to sort of like adapt my game in any way. Obviously over the years you sort of like, you change your game a little bit, but in terms of like massively, changing my game and not being able to do the things I was doing maybe a few years ago, I don't feel like I'm at that stage yet, which is good for me. And touch wood, I don't get any little niggles, any injuries, and we'll see what happens. I feel fit and sharp. I feel fit and sharp, and I mean, if I can continue still scoring goals at this level, then for me, there's no reason to stop yet.
Thanks,
Your
guys.
body's not telling you that you can't carry on.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't miss a training session. Like I mentioned, I do my stuff in the gym. I still feel fit. But like I said, it's about being honest. If I get to that sort of stage where I feel like I'm struggling, I can't do this, then of course it's no point, because I've had a long career. I've enjoyed it. It's been great, but I mean, at the minute, I don't feel like I'm 38. Let's tell you that. I don't feel like I'm 38. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens.